Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Ron. So this is my retirement channel, but if you're tired of just sitting in a chair and you want to do something, you want to resell clothes on eBay, or deliver groceries for Uber Eats or DoorDash, I'm delivering for Uber Eats. I have done Spark in the past, and so this is my part of my channel, is going over some things that you can do if you're bored or just sitting around the house, want to make a little income. Before we get to the earnings tonight, some of the things I'm looking at for reducing my taxes are, I had two new tires that I had to replace on my Chevy Bolt, and I used that in Michigan to deliver groceries for Uber Eats. Also oil changes for the Focus. In fact, I got one coming up. I'm going to use that to take off from my taxes. Just show them the receipts on that. And like I said, there are banks. My bank does it for free. There's AARP. If you just Google free taxes, you can kind of get a handle on that. I have a space for eBay, a room that I'm going to plan on taking off for that. I think it's like $1,500. Again, I'm not a tax consultant. I'm not telling you how much you can take off your taxes. If any of this, you have to seek your own counsel on that. So any supplies that I have for eBay, staplers, staples, scissors, I even have a tape measure. I have an item to fold shirts, printer cartridges, poly bags. I also did front and rear brakes for my Focus, and those are some of the things. But check with your tax consultant. Even check with H&R Block or Hewitt, and see if they say that you can take off. They'll tell you, if they got a free minute. So for tonight, I have for the total of 2 days, usually go for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm trying to get it down to 4 days, just Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the 2-day total, 8 hours, 16 trips, $133. My fares were $43. Like I say, these guys don't pay much, and a lot of this is for something to do, but it generally ends up paying for your gas and gives you a chance to get out of the house if for one or two. So they did have $6 in promotions. You complete so many trips. My tips were the big ones, $84. Had a big tip tonight. Several tips rather. First one was at Walgreens. I delivered some photos. Took a few minutes to get the photos. There was a person ahead of me, but it went pretty smooth. Some of the things at Walgreens, though, I've had good and bad luck at Walgreens. The store I went to before, I think it was an exception. They just said they weren't getting a kickback, so they weren't going to provide any help, and so that was that. So I just don't go there anymore. And if I do get one, I'll cancel it. So that was 26 minutes, 6.5 miles, $6.67, including a $3 tip. Second one was Papa John's, $5.83. Delivery took 16 minutes, 4 miles, $3.83 tip. Third one, Little Caesars, 29 minutes, 7 miles, $6.24, included a $4.24 tip. Fourth one was KFC. Delivery was 28 minutes, 8.5 miles, $6. I don't know what the tip was. Bubba's, 50 minutes, it was 12 miles. I don't have any more information on that. Taco Bell, delivery was 27 minutes, 6.5 miles, at $11.86 tip. Teriyaki Madness delivery was 22 minutes, $6.40, included a $4.40 tip. Papa John's delivery was 29 minutes at a $13.04. $11.04 of that was tip. As I said, I guess tonight was the incentive night. I had $6 for deliveries on that. For the pizzas, I always make sure I have at least a couple of bags. Sometimes I got a couple of free bags. I think it was from Papa John's or one of the deliveries that they had extras. I'm not saying they always do, but you can ask. Sometimes it might save you on that. Also, they have that code for those of you that don't know. It's in your notes. You put in the code and then you punch in the code and it'll open it up for you. Sometimes those codes are there for, you have to give them a code for like McDonald's or Burger King, or and you give them the first 3 digits, and then you'll enter in the other 2 once you get the food or whatever, and then that'll complete your trip. Hold on a second, I had equipment malfunction here. Yeah, sorry about that. Got to get better on my lighting. I know the lighting is not good, but I'm delving into that, and that's going to come up shortly here. Better lights. It started out as a slow night tonight. Really, this thing's kind of like fishing. You just kind of throw your hook out there and wait for the fish to bite. And sometimes you got to wait a bit. Deliveries kind of took about started about 4:30, 4:45, and then they picked up a little bit. I thought thought it'd be a little bit heavier. It ended up being a pretty good night, but like I said, it started out pretty slow. Total for Friday was $76.56, 4 hours and 25 minutes, 9 trips. Came out to about $18 an hour, which is considerably above average for me. Had a couple of big tips in there that really helped the $18 an hour. 65 miles. Use Stride, I think it is. There are other miles that'll track your miles. Had a tax deduction of $44.10 that I can use tonight. I don't have my total of 2025, but I'll let you know what that was with the total mileage once I get in there and figure out where it is. And I'm still maintaining my 92% satisfaction rate. I did go up from a 4% to 5% cancellation due to I had to return some alcohol, and in the meantime I accepted an order, and I couldn't go any farther until I returned the alcohol because somebody gave me an under 21 identification, so they gave me a cancellation on that and gave the order to somebody else. That's just how they do it. I have a 47% acceptance rate, which is high for me. Generally, I don't accept a lot of, or it's generally around 30%, so I'm doing a lot better there. My on-time, arrival or delivery is 86%. I'd like to get that up to 90, but I'm fairly happy with that. And with that, I'll conclude tonight's video. If you have any questions or comments, put them in there. If you like tonight's video, hit the like button, hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.